International Sephardic Jewish Film Festival is back in New York City to shine the spotlight on a number of international films that share a common goal: to illuminate the culture and experience of Jews who trace their lineage to the Iberian Peninsula, North Africa, the Balkans, the Middle East, and Asia. This is Reading Tehran in Tel Aviv, a featured film in the festival this year. It explores Iranian Jewish identity through the eyes of Orly and Josephine, contemporary artists who use creativity to shed light on the political divide between Iran and Israel. The narrative digs into this Sephardic search for identity, and it's a story one local filmmaker was eager to share.
We hear about Iraq, Afghanistan, Syria, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, Iran, and politics and current events dominate what we think about those countries. And when we learn about the minority groups of those areas and the really multicultural histories of those areas, it challenges our stereotypes that we've developed throughout our lives.
George Itzhak was born in Uzbekistan in Central Asia and now makes short films in New York City. He stopped by the Center for Jewish History, the venue for this year's festival, to personally deliver his first submission.
Disc for my film.
After, he reflected on the experience of making a film that hit close to home, about what it means to be a Jew from a Muslim country.
I learned that it is really possible to be a Jew with strong ties to a Muslim country, and that being a Jew who even exhibits characteristics of Muslim culture, it's not an impossible thing.
This search for cultural identity outside of one's homeland is a theme present in many of the films featured this year, including this Israeli short called Ballad of the Weeping Spring. It made an early appearance here at the festival, but is one of many in the program that will inform and entertain audiences of all backgrounds.
For me, the exploration of other people's cultures makes me more human and makes me have more respect for other human life.
Festival producer Lynn Winter says the Sephardi-focused event is the only of its kind. But despite the narrow topic matter, she says the film's messages are universal.
So the interest was to illuminate this experience, to show another face of the Jewish experience. People who are interested in understanding other people's culture will come and find this of interest, whether they're Jewish or not Jewish.
This will be the first Sephardic Film Festival for George, but it won't be his last.
Oh, it's happening again. I'm working on projects now. I think I found this interesting niche in Jewish film. When we see films about Mizrahi and Sephardic Jews, we automatically compare it with films we've seen about Ashkenazi Jews and American Jews. It kind of brings up this cultural group to the same level as other cultural groups who have films made about them. It's sort of the idea that, when a film is made about a certain ethnic group, they kind of exist for real now because people can easily access it.
This is the 17th run for the Sephardic Jewish Film Festival in New York, and this year they'll show 17 films across 7 days. Event organizers have invited the filmmakers themselves to join for question and answer sessions after their screenings to explain why they decided to share their Sephardic stories. Patrice Howard for JN1 in New York.